All right, so the next step of our dream home project is to add our floor and wall coverings to our design. So just to kind of start off, in case you're confused on how to get on still, we want to make sure that you are signed in. I know a lot of people are having issues with their design not saving. You have to be signed in. So make sure you click on the sign in once you get to HomeStyler, and then you want to sign in with your Google account. And there's been a few people with issues that they've been trying to create an account and then they don't know where their design saved. So once you're signed in, you want to go to Start Designing. And it does take a few seconds to get started, so be patient. Now, once you are signed in, you have to go under My Designs. I know a lot of students think they can click on Demo Project or Design Templates. You have to go under My Designs, and then remember, you had to save it under a certain name. So I saved mine under Mr. Polzinski's house. Click on My Design, and then it should open up my home design. You do have to be patient with it while it loads. Okay, so by this point, you should have your floor plan with all your rooms. You should have the rooms labeled, and you should have doors, windows, and wall openings added onto your design, which you can see I have on mine. Now, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be adding our floor and wall coverings to our entire house. So what I find easiest is to actually be inside the house when I'm doing this. So remember, there's a little, I guess you could call it a little person on your screen here that you can move around. Okay, this will take you through the house and you can put them whichever room you want to start with. So I'm going to start with my garage. So I'm just going to pop my little person right in my garage. And then over here on the right side of your screen, there's this little full screen window. If you click on that, that's going to turn your design into 3D, and now you're actually inside your house. So you can navigate around like this. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go through each room of our house, and we're going to add a floor covering and a wall covering that we like for each room. So to do that, over on the left, there is a paint roller. That is your style. When you click on that, that will give you options to change the flooring, change the walls. You have the option for wallpaper, wall coloring. And then this is for outside. We won't get to that today. If you want to start on the outside, you can. But let's start with our flooring. So let's say I don't like how this flooring looks. I'm going to click on my floor option. And then I can scroll through and figure out which type of flooring I like. Now, they do have categories right here, so it doesn't matter, or you can try searching if you want, wood flooring, something like that. But basically, you can find something that you like in here. So let's say I liked this one, just as an example. And when I click on it, I can then click the floor I want to change, and it will change the floor. Okay, so it's as easy as that. Same thing with the walls. Let's say I want to just do a normal color on the walls. I'll go back underneath, let's see, color. I'll click on color. And this is just a garage. So I'm just going to go maybe I don't know, a tan or gray. I'll just go with this color right here for the example. So then I'll click on this, and then it will obviously change my wall. Now, to get into the next room, over on the right here, you can actually drop and drag your person from this window up in the right corner here, okay? And I can do the same thing. So let's say I wanted to change the flooring in here. I'm going back to the paint roller. It does take a couple seconds to load. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to floor. And this room is my kitchen. So maybe for the kitchen, I'd want to do maybe a tile. So I could click on tile. And not a big fan of any of these, but I guess I'll go with maybe this one. So I'll click on this tile. I'll then click the floor. And There we go. Okay. Same thing with the wall. So I'm going to go to my paint roller. I'm going to go to, let's say, I could test wallpaper. I'm not a big fan of wallpaper, but maybe you are. So I'll go to the wallpaper. And let's say I like this one. I'll click on it. And then I'll click over on the wall that I want to change. Actually, see how the floor was selected, so it actually changed that. So if you make a mistake and it accidentally changes the wrong thing, remember you can click undo, and that'll change it back. So make sure you're clicked on the wall, and you can go into your style, and this should change it, which it did. Again, I'd have to go through all my walls. Now, I will have to go through every room of my house and change this. So this is the only thing that I'm going to be assigning today. So you need to do all your floor coverings in all your rooms and bathrooms, and you got to do all your walls. Okay. When you are done with that, most important thing is up on the top here. It says save. Make sure you click save. It's going to say saving, and then it'll say your design has been saved. Now I can close out of this window. When you are done with this, make sure you click turn in. We are not actually turning in the house yet because there's one last thing that we're going to be doing, but you can just click turn in on Google Classroom. So I will give you credit for completing part of the